I'm in the middle of a call.
Would I be able to send you a tentative invite for later and give you a quick call back?
Yeah, and probably be Monday will be better though.
Okay,
We can
Monday.
connect on Monday. Yeah, yeah,
All right,
yeah, that'd be
fantastic.
great.
Thanks, Sean. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you Monday.
All right, good.
Bye. Oh, boy. Okay, so let's stop. Let's pause here. I just spoke with a leader at one of the top 10 biggest supermarkets that have pharmacies, and he oversees the items that we sell, and he just tentatively agreed to my meeting. It's Friday, which makes it the best day of the week to be cold calling. I have 50 call tasks queued up, and I'm going to call until I get a live answer. In best case, set a meeting for you guys. I'm going to protect the prospect's name and information for anonymity purposes. This video is for your benefit and for learning purposes only. Let's begin. I'm going to take this serious.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
I don't want to let you guys down, so I'm going to give it my best shot. We're calling big accounts. This prospect's opened my email twice in the last week, apparently.
Your call has been forwarded.
Right to voice message. Good. Ooh.
Sorry.
I have a serious question for you guys. I got my tax return back today, and I make money online, so I don't pay taxes for a lot of the income. And then I have to pay a big lump sum once I file it. And so I have a lot of cash in my business checking account, and I filed my taxes, had to pay a lot of money. I happen to have $11,446 in cash extra. So I have three options, and I actually am curious your guys' opinion on this. Option one is the safest. It's to transfer the money to my personal savings account, which yields 4.6% interest, and that's just a safe return. Option two is to transfer the money into my Charles Schwab brokerage account, invest it into the stock market. Probably could get higher returns than 4.6%, but may lose money if I make a poor decision. Or option number three, which is what I'm leaning towards, is I've got these clean white dress shirts I wear every day, and I want to buy a nice watch because I've got my initials on my shirt, and I wear this Garmin, which I really like, but I kind of want to get a really nice watch. So let me know which option you guys think is best for me, given what you know about me. And let's keep calling. All right. No more distractions. Come on.
Hi, you've
I'm not leaving voice messages unless it's a really important prospect. And Friday afternoon is the best time of the week to call. People are in a good mood. Less reps are calling. And you're one call away from changing your life. I'm calling accounts right now. Discount Drug Mart. If I could set a meeting with Discount Drug Mart, it would literally grow our business 10 to 20% overnight if we could actually end up closing the deal. And that's how I view it, is we're one call away from changing our life. So every call, you never know what could happen. This would be a big meeting if I could get it.
Thank you for calling the Discount Drug Mart corporate office. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any time.
I got the extension.
Please hold while I transfer your call.
I got the extension.
Hi, you've reached Jill.
I'm not going to log that call. We're going to come back to her and call her later. Yeah, twice in one day. Shall I do it? All right, 6 calls in, no answers. I do B2B sales. So I lead sales for my family's small business. We're a wholesale distributor of pharmaceutical containers and medical supplies. So the simplest way to put this is we sell containers. So think pill vials, bottles, and then other various medical supplies. I'm calling big healthcare companies that I know already use these items. So it's a commodity. So my angle is, let's do a cost comparison. Very little extra work and time on your end, but there could be a lot of cost savings. So you can increase your margin. So that's sort of my angle. It's challenging. It's very challenging to get meetings. No one knows who we are. We don't even have a website.
Please leave.
Probably on the edge of your seat by now. Request mobile number. All right, we got the. That's good.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated.
So I track my statistics. My answer rate is about 6-7%, meaning if I make 100 cold calls, I can expect 6 to 7 live conversations. So B2B is a little bit different than B2C. B2C, the consumers, you're selling lower ticket products or services. So it's a bit more transactional. Whereas what I'm doing, I'm calling public supermarkets, one of the biggest grocery chains that have pharmacies in the world. So I don't always know if I'm calling the right person, meaning if they are the buyer I need to speak with, but I am not making a call unless I'm certain that I am calling someone that I think could be relevant. So that's just a little insight there, because I think some people call into these accounts and don't actually know if they don't have an intention of calling the person they want to be speaking with. So make sure you know who you need to be speaking with. And if this lady answers Amy, I'm going to say, hey, Amy. I'm not going to say, hey, is this Amy? I'm going to say, hey, Amy, this is Trent from D&D Wholesale. How are you? Good. The reason I'm calling you is. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, so she doesn't have any sort of phone number, so I'm not even going to attempt the corporate directory. I'm going to remove her from my sequence and add her to my auto sequence. So auto sequence is just only emails, because if I don't have a phone number, there's really not a whole lot I can do. Skip that task. I'm calling another Trent. Man, if I get the Trent on the phone, it's game over. Another Trent.
Hello.
Hey Trent, this is Trent from D&D Wholesale. How are you?
I'm sorry, from what?
My name is Trent as well, and I'm calling from D&D Wholesale Supply. May I have 30 seconds for me to tell you the reason why I called?
Sure.
I appreciate it. Well, hey, the reason I was giving you a call, Trent, I noticed that you were a senior sourcing and contracts manager over at Public Supermarkets. I had the chance to connect
Nope.
with. Oh, that's
No.
that's incorrect.
Nope. Do not work at Publix, and I'm not in sourcing.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm sorry about that. I must be in the totally wrong place.
I work for an IT company out of Switzerland.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, that sounds way cooler. Well, I won't waste any more of your time. It's always nice to speak with another Trent, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
There is not very many. Nice to meet you, Trent.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
So we got a live answer. That's good. We connected with the guy we wanted to connect with. Maybe. So what I found is that the data integrity in Apollo is not great. It's not as good as Zoom Info. So I don't know where the error could have been here, but you see at the beginning of the call, he didn't even ask how I was, even though I made a little joke. Hey, it's another Trent. I went in with it anyway. If you ever face that pushback at the beginning of a call, you do not allow yourself to be rushed, and you just say, hey, may I have 30 seconds to me to tell you the reason why I called? And that's usually a pretty good way to get into the call. So I'm going to log that as a live conversation. Unfortunately, he does not work at the company we wanted to connect with, and we'll just have to keep trying. All right, so don't know what happened there. Maybe she declined it. So I'm going to not log that and come back to her.
Hi, you've reached.
So I'm the only sales guy at the family biz. So this is basically how I do it. We have no resources, no inbounds, no marketing, no support. It's just me, one guy, sitting at my computer, finding accounts, identifying the contacts in those accounts, and attempting to build relationships so that we can do business with them. And my plan is to use my sales abilities to generate as much revenue as we can. And then as we start to grow and I identify new opportunities that we can expand our business into, I will hire and bring on additional people, not just sales reps, but different functions that we need. We're not at a place where we can really justify that now. So this is the grind. This is what my life is.
Hello.
Hey, this is Trent from D&D Wholesale Supply. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, that's great to hear. I'm doing really well today. I'm happy it's Friday and excited for the upcoming weekend here. The reason I was giving you a call is I noticed that you were the VP. And I was curious if the pharmaceutical container, so the vial, the bottle, if those items fall in your wheelhouse.
No, I only negotiate with PBMs, health plans, things of that nature.
Sure. I totally get that. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. And we're a manufacturer and wholesaler of those items, so similar to a Centaur. Would you be able to recommend who might be the best person to speak with that oversees the container category?
I wouldn't even know who to go to.
Sure. I totally get that. Well, I appreciate the honesty and certainly hope you have a great rest of your day. And thanks again for the time.
Thanks a lot.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So another live conversation. That's good. So 2 live convos within the first 13 calls. You could tell he was in a good mood. He was very friendly. I don't know what exactly he meant by I only negotiate with. I think he meant like global purchasing people. But yeah, that's how a lot of the calls go because I'm calling massive accounts. So they have tens of thousands of employees. So it's hard to identify. And you see my voice is cutting out there. I just ate oatmeal. But yeah, okay, on to the next one. This would be a great contact. See, I put stars next to his name because this would be an especially good contact.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic.
Good. Yep, that's exactly what we wanted. We'll call him back later.
Hello, you reached the voicemail.
Okay. See how we're just rolling through calls. We're 16 in. If you're just calling and not wasting time, you can actually make a lot of calls.
Hello.
Hey, this is Trent from D&D Wholesale Supply. How are you?
Good, yourself?
Oh, that's great to hear. I'm doing really well today. I appreciate you asking. I'm happy it's Friday, excited for the weekend. The reason I was giving you a call is I noticed that you oversee. I was curious if the pharmaceutical containers, so the vials and the bottles, does that item fall in your wheelhouse?
It does. But I'm in the middle of a call, but we can connect later. But yes, that is fall under my responsibility.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. I'll let you go here. I connected with last year. I know y'all are using. We're also a manufacturer and distributor of the containers. Would I be able to send you a tentative invite for later and give you a quick call back?
Yeah, and probably be Monday will be better though.
Okay, Monday.
On Monday. Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you Monday.
All right, good.
Bye. Oh boy. Okay, so let's stop. Let's pause here. I just spoke with a leader at one of the top 10 biggest supermarket that have pharmacies, and he oversees the items that we sell, and he just tentatively agreed to my meeting for Monday. Hallelujah. That's huge. So, wow. That's amazing. So, I hope you guys saw that. So basically what happened was you could hear that he was in some sort of meeting. You could hear the audio in the background, and he was a bit rushed, but I did not allow him to rush me. And when he said connect later, I said, okay, I need to wrap this up quick. I need to establish a little bit more credibility so he'll actually do it. And I said, hey, I'll send you a tentative placeholder so that you can expect my call. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to send him a calendar invite for Monday. And I'm not going to include a video meeting. I'm going to include the phone number I just connected with him at and say, I will give you a call using this number at XYZ time. And that will be the start of the sales cycle. So I would consider, so if he accepts the invite, I'd consider that a set meeting. If he doesn't, I probably would not consider it a set meeting. But that's a victory. I mean, we've made 16 calls. We've had 3 live convos and 1 tentative set. And we are just getting warmed up. I think I'm going to end the video there.